Hopefully it won't do this all winter. Come on. Looks like I got some digging to do. Stuff is just harder in the winter. That's a lot of snow. This is frozen. Do you want to build a snowman? Well, good morning. We have made it to Wednesday. Today's gonna look a lot like yesterday, only we're gonna clean out the other pen beside the pen we cleaned out yesterday. Well, clean out is done. Bam. But we were almost done feeding and our mixer got a bit full and the belts are squealing and it's not wanting to run. And usually when I kick it into low gear, it'll start up no problem. And for whatever reason, it didn't. So I let it sit for like half an hour while I ate lunch. I'm gonna start it up here and see if it's gonna start. And if not, I gotta maybe take some feed out of this mixer somehow. Come on. Come on. Try that. Oh, brother. Looks like I got some digging to do. Oh, God. Fun. I needed another workout today, right? All right, feeding is done. Everything is so quiet, and I'm not sure if it's just me, but there's a ton of birds in here, which has always been. But why are they so quiet? Is it because it's cold? It's lovely because I can hear myself think, which is actually maybe not good. But look, everybody's like basking in the sun. It's so nice. Once the barn gets to this point, it's just the relief is kind of undescribable because this weighs pretty heavy on me until the manure is out of the barn and the ewes have clean sheets and I have everybody organized to the pens where I want them. So you can see here we've kept this one empty. I want to leave this empty for setting up some lambing pens. I'm going to start on this side. I don't know what it's going to look like yet. I was hoping to have a little more room, but I just don't. The ewes have taken up the rest of the barn, and this is really all I can sacrifice for extra room. I'm feeling really good about leaving these guys now for the day.
Anything I have to say is censored.
It's a little too early for this.
It's not the first, but it sucks.
It sucks when you gotta move it. Look how pretty it is though.
Well, it's just mush underneath.
Morning guys, Mark is not real happy. We're okay with the snow because we're done the field work, but the problem with having to push it right now is that nothing's frozen underneath, so it makes the yards like it just makes it a kind of a slushy, gross mess. And then as soon as the sun comes out, this will be mud. I don't know about anybody else, but moving snow, because we're just literally moving frozen water, it just seems like such a waste of time. And we do it all winter. Like the hours spent on our loader pushing snow, it just makes you question where you live, except for the beauty of it. Like if we didn't have to go anywhere and people didn't have to get in to work or out to, you know, live, I could see that people would just like hole in beside a fire and hang out in the house or a barn. Holy moly. That's a lot of snow. A lot of snow. You know, I don't have many regrets about this barn build, but the one thing I wish we didn't do is build the main door on the side of the building where all the snow falls off the roof. Obviously didn't build it in the winter. Guess they're scared of the fact. Alrighty then. Good morning, ladies. What's this stuff? It's creeping in. Oh. Winter Wonderland, ladies. Should I check your water bowl? Probably. I think she's alright still. Slush. What do you think? What do you think? Where's your corn? Do you want to build a snowman? What is the matter, princess? She's like, feed me hay. I'm not going out there. You're too smart. I know. Your food is coming. I thought today I would finally turn this water off to the Golden Girls. It's getting cold enough outside that I don't want this hose freezing. So I'm gonna keep it in the barn. It should stay warm. And then if we need water outside, it's easy just to throw it out the curtain there and fill what we need. But I've kind of strategically put that water trough right under the roof, so it's getting all the snowdrop, all the rain in that water trough. So I think they'll be fine. And most sheep that aren't spoiled will actually eat snow, and that would be their water. You guys are so loud, and the ones that got weaned are like completely quiet. Well, I think this is a bust because this is frozen. So we're supposed to get into some warmer temps, so I'm just gonna have to remember to come over and take that out. I don't think it would take much. It's almost there, but I don't want to wreck that float, so I'll just leave it. Well, it is official. I think my mixer needs a new belt because it just did the same thing on Carissa that it did for me yesterday, and she had a lot less in it. She said every load, the belt's been squeaking. So we put it in low gear like I did yesterday, but it still didn't work. So I think I might be off to town to get another few belts here, or maybe tighten the belts. I'll have to ask Mark. Morning, guys. We finally convinced Mark to help fix this belt on the TMR. I actually kind of forgot yesterday, but we have our doubts it will fix the situation for a while, so we've got some belts ordered. Yeah, there's just a wee little room there, but not much, eh?
None.
Oh, there's none?
No, because of this angle.
Oh. Should we get smaller belts?
Yeah, because it won't slide against that, right?
I never even noticed that. I just looked at the opening. Not the bracket. And that's independent of that one if you move that one, isn't it? Is that one, can that even move? That one's against the bracket too.
Yeah, I think we're probably on the maxed out.
We are maxed out. Do I just tell her? She said it started to squeal at like 300 kgs yesterday. What should we do? Belt dressing for today?
No, belt dressing finally solved that. There's no grip there. It's driving off of one motor.
So luckily, I had some spare belts. Good for Sandy. Actually, they were the ones I bought before we bought the Kevlar belts, so the blue ones. So I did have a spare Kevlar, and I had a spare of just the regular ones. So we did order 4 new Kevlar ones, so we'll limp through until we get it. But Mark's going to get a ratchet strap, and to actually get this tight enough, we have to put a ratchet strap on one end of the motor and probably somewhere on the tractor, and then ratchet it so it will pull those motors back because we're not strong enough to like get it tight enough. And then hopefully this mixer will be fixed once and for all. Bad mixer. Bad feed. Wet feed. I think our feed is just really wet and really heavy right now. So hopefully it won't do this all winter. Is the tractor ring on it? Is that okay? We use ratchet straps for so much more than just like securing things.
I don't want to slide this.
Are we on too much of an angle? Do you want me to move ahead a bit?
No.
Oh, yep, it's moving now.
I don't want to wreck the shaft on my motor. Jeez.
I can move ahead a bit. I feel like we're... Is it better?
That one's... They're not 100% even. That one's pretty loose. Deflection's lower on it. Just I'll pop the strap.
More?
Yeah, we got it.
That's a good idea. And that Kevlar was brand new.
Yeah. The other one might not be new,
Yeah, it looks a little...
but it's got the numbers on still.
I know.
And the sides look good. If you look
know.
at those, there's shiny sides.
It's too bad we couldn't have another one on that side pulling at the same time.
We're limited by this black one.
It's weird that it's so much tighter.
Well, it could be used, right? So the collars on the side are shorter. So as they wear, it seats in farther.
I would have figured
Like, look at the height.
I would have figured it would have
See?
been
So that's what happens, and then they lose their grip.
I guess we're not really gonna know till she's feeding that ration. All right, we think we got the mixer kind of figured out. We were just killing the amperage on that mixer when I was adding in too much dry hay, which is not dry. It's actually really gummy. It's nice hay if I was just to feed it separately, but to put it in these mixers, this mixer's a glorified pot stirrer. It doesn't actually, it doesn't chop the hay. So that's why it's important for all the hay to be chopped before it goes in these. You can get mixers that are way better for that, but mine is not good for that. So I think we've been getting away with it because the rest of the feed has been dry enough, but right now there's with the rain and the snow, it's just melted into the feed. So the face of the feed piles are so wet and so heavy. And that's what's getting dumped on top of this gummy hay. And then it just makes that dense mat, and the mixer just can't get through it. It's not aggressive enough. So what we're gonna do, I'm just sitting down here at the computer. I'm gonna play around with the rations a bit and see either divide the rations in half, and she just has to do 2 of them. Just play around to see what's going to work so we won't bog out this mixer. We put it on the low setting and seems to be fine, but about 600 kgs and over is just, it's just pulling too many amps, and we're gonna stall it out. We're not gonna be able to get it going, and it's gonna happen when I'm not here. So I just want to do some preventative maintenance so we don't have to deal with that. It's just winter. The winter fun continues. We are out of corn across the road for the market lambs, so we have to climb the bin to open the lid, which will be my job. It's always my job. I'm not scared of heights, nor is Mark, but Mark runs the auger and I don't like the auger, so it works out quite well. Both jobs in the snow, it is just not ideal. We were gonna check last week. We filled the corn in the U barn here a few days ago. We were gonna check that day and we never did. And she ran out like the next day. I have to tell you, we have only had winter for like 5 days, 6 days, 6 days maybe, and I'm exhausted. We were harvesting corn a week ago yesterday in beautiful weather, like I could have had a t-shirt on. Stuff is just harder in the winter outside. Speaking of winter blues, our winter launch is happening in less than 2 weeks. It's December 1st. It's a Thursday. It'll be at 12 Eastern Standard Time. I've had people already email me and say, that doesn't work for me. And the only reason I do it on a weekday and in the middle of the day is because the fulfillment company that I work through, they're located in the States. They are 2 hours behind me, so it's like mid-morning for them. And there's a lot of back-end stuff that happens on the website. So I've had the website crash, or people order it and they get the wrong thing and then they want to cancel right away. So there's a lot of stuff that I need them to be able to take care of because I don't deal with any of the website stuff. If you are a subscriber to the newsletter, which there's a link in the description, you guys already know this and you've already seen all the stuff. But let me just show you. So we did a theme this year, and this is based on you guys. I had put out a message months ago, probably 6 months ago, as to what people would like for a Christmas idea or theme this year for the wool, and someone had messaged me and said, I would love a winter blue collection. I'm like, so would I. I love blue, and I love that the winter blue landscape. That's kind of what I had in mind. So I told the girls, and this is what they came up with. Isn't it beautiful? I love her. She's so pretty. So thank you guys for the ideas. You guys literally curate the stuff that I come out with, and it's always way better than I would have been able to do like by myself. So thank you for that. We just did some more natural wool. So that's just, this is just a 2-ply worsted for medium weight wool, if you know wool. And then we did, this is my favorite stuff. I love this bulky, chunky wool. So that's a 1-ply 5 weight, bulky. And it's so fuzzy and thick. So I love this stuff. That's the only wool we did this year. The girls at Mariposa have been just haunted with like staff problems, like people getting sick over the summer. So they were really short-handed. So for them to do what they did, I'm like beyond thankful to them. They continue to blow me away with their professionalism and just their support for me. Like they do this stuff in hopes that I'll love it and that you'll love it. We did dryer balls again because you guys love the dryer balls. This year I wanted to do like a funny peppermint, like a Christmas candy kind of idea. And the thing is, once you put it all together and you put it like, when you felt a dryer ball, it goes through the dryer. And when it was all said and done, I'm like, kind of looks like a melted candy. Like if you had a Christmas candy in your pocket and it melted, that's kind of what it would look like in my opinion. So I thought that was kind of cute. So that's the collection. So it's got like 2 normal colored ones, just 2 plain white ones, and then the theme one. So that's typically how we do our dryer balls. We do 2 just natural, and then the one is the kind of the collector one, if you want to collect them. Last Christmas we came out with these, and they were like one of the first to go. So we did a design your own dryer ball kit. So it comes with the ball already pre-made, or the balls already pre-made. Yeah, 3 balls already made. And then you get a bunch of colors and a felting needle. Do they give you a pad? Oh, you don't need a pad because you got the ball. Yeah, so that's always fun, and there's instructions in there as well. For these 2, I played around yesterday and I did some videos. Actually, let me show you the picture first so I can do it justice. So this is, I think it's called Ruby and the Christmas Tree. So this is supposed to be Ruby. The only thing I wish is I added a little pink tag, but that's okay. So it's Ruby and the Christmas Tree. How cute! And I went ahead and did this yesterday for a promo video. It's not near the same, but I tried. It's like an E for effort. Okay, and then the last wool, I think this is the last wool thing that we did. We gave Lucky his own ornament. So it's Lucky in a Christmas wreath with the hook you can hang on the Christmas tree. So it's a do-it-yourself as well. So I went ahead and did it yesterday. I will show you the difference. So this is the one the girls did for me for an example. And it's perfect. Like perfect. And it's got like the little nubs of wool all over it. And then this is the one I did yesterday. It's pretty good. It kind of looks more like Shaun the Sheep, but poor Lucky. So anyway, those are the kits. Lots of fun for Christmas gift ideas. And I'm trying to do more like that. Like, of course, I've got the crafters in mind, like the knitters when it comes to this stuff. But I love having stuff that, you know, a grandma can do with their grandkids, or some of this needle felting, I would say you should have, like if kids are doing it, you should have a parent or a grandparent with your kids. Just because that needle is sharp. I stabbed myself. I don't know if you can tell. A lot yesterday. That's a bruise from how many times I stabbed myself. I am waiting on one more amazing collaboration, so I'll let you guys know when that happens. But the other thing we did to go along with Blue Christmas, so I did a blue to match navy blue hoodie, storm blue hoodie, and the light blue hoodie. So pretty. So we have lots of blue this year to go with our, it literally, like, look, perfect. And they did not know I was doing that, so that's all just, it just worked. Very excited about the stuff, and just once again, thank you guys for all your support. I know this year, Blue Christmas is kind of a It might be actually more metaphorical than I thought, because I know this Christmas is going to be hard for a lot of people around the world. It's been, you know, prices have gone through the roof. I do really appreciate you guys, your support in this, but I also understand that this stuff is a lot of money. Sweaters are a lot of money. I realize everything's a lot of money. Yeah, I just know this year's going to be really tough on people. So, just watching my videos is enough support for me. I'm gonna run and do one more check on the ladies before meeting Mark back at the cabin. He is working on staining some beams. So that has been a process, trying to find a stain that works. Okay, thanks guys.